Hello everyone, thanks for coming outside with me today. Today I would like to go over gear that was some of my favorites from the 2021 hunting season. So this is gear that I either was brand new testing for 2021 or stuff that I've been continuing to use that I've really enjoyed its qualities. Now I could have lumped this into one giant long monotonous long-winded video, which I've been known to make from time to time, but instead I decided to break it into product spotlight videos and let you, the end user, enjoy these individual clips in more in-depth detail than watching a long-winded thing. So in this gear video, we're going to be talking about my main hunting arrow for 2021, which was a Sirius Supernova 2.0. I'll be honest, I don't know why they call it the 2.0. I never asked Sirius to get any clarification because there was never a Supernova 1.0, but it is still the 2.0 and it is still a very solid arrow platform. I was quite pleased when they released this arrow. I think it had a really good niche to find in their lineup of already current shafts. If you're a frequent follower of the channel, you know that I like standard diameter, standard GPI, or grains per inch of carbon or aluminum, the actual weight of the arrow. I kind of stick with the standard, the bell curve style arrows. And Sirius makes some excellent arrows with their Apollos and their Orions and their Vulcans, but they're all on the higher end of price, and they're also a little bit heavier in their GPI than I usually would run. The 300 Supernova here that I have is in that 9.3 grains per inch, which is very standard. It's very close to a Victory V-Force, or it's basically on par with a Gold Tip XT Hunter, which are shafts that I've had tremendous success with in the past. I'm running a standard aluminum insert, just a 12 grain insert, and 125 grain Magnus buzz cut. This exact arrow and broadhead zipped through my biggest buck to date out in Indiana. And I'll play some B-roll clips here so you have a little bit of an idea of how much I have run these arrows through the ringer. I shot them through my local 3D courses this summer. The only damage I've had is when a doe landed on it and snapped it in half here in PA after I rolled her nonetheless. This arrow right now, as it sits here with the lighted knock, the 3 blazer vanes, again the stock insert, and the 125 grain broadhead, comes out to about 466 to 468 grains depending on the tolerances. That is a really nice arrow for me. They offer an other standard 400 spines and 340 spines and so on and so forth to really fine tune and get you into the right spine for your arrow setup. Now of course, if you want to go full serious like they usually do with their Vulcans, their Orions, and their Apollos and throw a lot of front weight on, you can get this standard stainless steel inserts that come from Ethics. And when I say standard, I mean like they're not super overweight, but they're definitely higher in price point as well in weight category to boost your FOC and give you a little bit overall arrow mass. I don't need that as somebody at my specs, 60 pounds, 31 inches out of my Athens Vista 35 on the wall behind me. I don't need an arrow that heavy for me, and I have pretty short whitetail distance shots, so nothing outlandish there. But you can do that if you want to. They do offer that from Sirius. Once again, specs on these things are right on par. You're talking about a 1,500 straightness, which is right in there with every other arrow that's built in this category, and around $120 to $130 a dozen for just the shafts. Now it still is a lot of money, but it is on par with the other manufacturers who are making a standard diameter, standard grain per weight arrow, the Victory V-Force, the Gold Tip Pro Hunters, and so on and so forth. They're all in that same spec category. Durability, I was a little bit concerned. I won't lie. I was a little bit concerned with the durability compared to their other arrows, right? Are they going to cut a few corners because they do have such high quality and very tough shafts in the Orion, which I've tried to break and I just can't, the Apollos and the Vulcans as well. And I'm very happy to report, like I said earlier, I've had zero durability issues with these things, nothing whatsoever. The cresting is the only thing that's starting to rub off because I've been shooting them so much, handle and pull them in and out of the quiver and sticking them in and out of foam. So I do plan to continue to run these arrows in the 2022-2023 season as it rolls around this fall. Been very pleased with the overall build, the quality, and everything else. It's from what you expect from Sirius and what they've been creating. Definitely give these a strong recommendation if you're in the market for an arrow that's made like this. So that's all for this particular gear video. If you have any questions on the Supernova 2.0s or any other arrows from Sirius, or just arrows in general, please follow the links in the description below. Hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. Send me an email, averagejacarchery@gmail.com, or drop a comment here on YouTube. And I hope you're able to get outside, enjoy the sport of archery hunting if you so choose. Definitely enjoy God's beautiful creation, and we'll get to see you next time.